Turning now to the data leak bombshell causing shockwaves across the world, the so-called ICA files. The disclosure of...
You win. So?
What happens now?
The ball's in your court, Miss
Burnwood. I do have other candidates, you know. Most of whom have never tied me to a chair.
You've seen the news. That was 47 acting on his own. He is untethered, he is unstoppable, and he cannot be bargained with. He will find you, Mr. Edwards, and I'm the only chance you've got.
I'm listening.
47 has one weakness. Me.
I found something. Buenos Aires International Airport this morning. Now watch this.
Heralds.
Trail ends at the airport, but turns out that a top Providence operative owns a vineyard in the area. Don Yates, of infamous New York law firm Morgan, Yates & Cohn. And get this, is hosting his retirement party today.
She's infiltrated them. She's sending a message. She needs my help.
Could have fooled me.
You don't know her.
Anyway, if you're going after her, you'll need to deal with the Herald. Her name's Tamara Vidal, former CIA asset and political firebrand. She's a master of surveillance and the Constant's most trusted aide. She'll have eyes everywhere. You won't get far as long as she's in the game.
Why are you telling me this? I thought you were out.
Yeah. Old habits, I guess. Anyway, I need to go. See you around, 47.
No, you won't.
Because you're not an idiot. Let's just humor him. Yates likes his little games. Don't be long.
You got my message.
You'd never get caught on camera. Not unless you wanted to be seen. So what's the play?
You're not the only one who's been busy, 47. I'm this close to becoming the next Constant. I'll be able to dismantle Providence from the inside. Only one man stands in my way. Don Yates, That weasel was the partner's legal counsel for years. He's the top candidate. But remove him from the playing field.
It won't work. If Edward suspects...
I will convince him acted alone. Retaliation for Grey. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
The Herald, Tamara Vidal. She has eyes everywhere, and they're all fixed on you. The plan won't work unless we take her out.
She never leaves my side for long. Whatever your plan is, I'll help you if I can.
You're sure about this?
As sure as I'll ever be. Here, I got you an invitation, just like old times. Come find me when it's done. Good luck, 47.
Ready, Pam? 3, 2, 1, and bottoms in. Must be over the moon about John stepping down. She's been living alone here for, what, 6 years? Ever since the scandal that ruined her career.
Bienvenidos to Viñeda Yates, señor. May I see your invitation, please? Gracias, señor. Enjoy the party.
Would you care for an aperitif?
Thank you. So, you must know everything that goes on at the event. Care to give me the lowdown?
Let's see. Most of the guests have already arrived.
Thank God it's finally in. That extra security detail was driving my wife and kids crazy.
It's like you invented that whole glass skin trend. You must be so hydrated.
Oh, stop! You're making me blush. Honestly, it's just good.
Corvo, got a message from the boss. Any calls?
Let me guess, the Burnwood woman.
That's right. Yates has arranged for the chief winemaker to take Burnwood and Tamara Vidal on a grand tour of the estate. Wants you to tag along.
Not for my sparkling personality. This Burnwood woman sure has his panties in a twist. Wonder what the deal is.
Yates' business is his business. Just get yourself ready and sign into the visitor center. Oh, and have a drink on my behalf.
I don't drink. Makes me sentimental.
A private tour of the estate.
Yeah, I got your message. You mind telling me what I'm... Okay. Yeah.
Nothing quite spoils a party like your guests in.
On the tour after. Stand by. So you're not sure yet? Does that mean there's a plan A? One where I don't stand a 50-50 chance of getting caught? I mean, you do realise the risk here, boss. Broad daylight, workers around. Who exactly is this Burnwood?
It's a nice gesture, but a bit too...
But if I'm going to be one of these heralds of yours, you need to start letting me in on a few things. Okay. So who's this for?
I'm more of a beer man myself, but if Yates wants to bring the heralds closer together and play the modern boss, kind
I
of
just
man,
never
right?
framed an urban legend
Edwards
before.
always was
Very
a bit
post-truth.
Plus,
I like
he has
it.
good reason to be confident. He is Edward's closest legal advisor. Not even Thomas Cross or Eugene Cobb had a direct line of contact. I'd say Yates is at the top of a very short list.
So, how do you feel about Burnwood?
How do you think? She and her friends killed Yamazaki. Cassidy probably rocked it.
Tell me you didn't, Pablo. Tell me you didn't forget the asado torch.
Okay. I didn't forget the asado torch, Miguel.
Didn't you, Pablo? Why do you have to Mr. Yates stays away. What are we doing?
CEO of Kronstadt. I dare say congratulations.
Welcome to the Yates Winery. How may I...
Corvo Black. I'm on the tour.
Right. Mr. Black. Welcome. Miss Burnwood and Miss Vidal will meet you down by the wine fields. I trust you know the way?
I can find my way around.
Enjoy the tour.
One of the most gifted surveillance specialists ever to graduate from Cambridge. Ran one of our interrogation plan sites.
You asked me. The Constant must have lost his mind.
Greetings,
Burnwood
sir.
was in league with Grey. She's responsible for killing how many of our people? How could she be a herald?
Over here.
You two must be Burnwood and Vidal.
And you must be Yates's garbage man. Sorry, but I didn't catch your name.
This is Corvo Black, Tamara. He's a ICA regular.
I only work with the best.
Well, we're all here, it seems. Except for our guide, the chief winemaker. Looks like we're stuck here until someone fetches him. Mr. Black, I'm looking in your direction.
Hold on. I'll track him down.
Attaboy. Do try and bring him back in one piece. Counterintuitive as that may be.
That was a bit rude.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Johannesburg called.
And from that smirk of yours.
Ether, Concert, Hampton, Milton Fitzpatrick, Quantum Leap, Dynasty Global. All the big players now.
What? What is he now? What?
You have some guests waiting. Senor Yates wanted you to give them the grand tour. Remember?
If I don't have more important things to do than babysit Yates' socialite friends. It's only harvest season.
Better do what he says, Patron. Big shot New York lawyer like that. Don't want to get on the bad side.
Well, I'm not going anywhere until I have decided if the crop is right for picking. Bring me the 3 Malbec grapes, taste from one. If Yates doesn't like how I prioritize, he can weigh me down with concrete and toss me off a bridge. How's that?
3 grapes, was it? I'll get my picking knife.
The guy's not in your business.
Oh, come on. I left it right here.
Not here!
Seriously, who takes another man's ticket?
Look at it right now. Don't worry. Taking out the trash.
Mr. Vargas, I have the 3 grapes you requested.
Yes, good. Bring him here. Now, let's see. A lovely inky black color.
¿Quieres una menta?
Hey there.
Uf, pues la necesitas.
Partners created a power cabal bound together by secret and backstop. All the consequences.
Yeah, hey.
There you go.
¿Cómo está? Ah, my fellow wine lovers. Hello. Welcome to Viñeda Yates. I do apologize for the delay, but the Malbec grape is a demanding mistress. So, I am Gabriel Vargas, Chief Winemaker, and I will be your tour guide. Any questions before we start?
Yes, but you're not going to like them.
We're good. Lead the way, Senor Vargas.
Wonderful. Follow me. These are busy times. In fact, we're just about to harvest this year's crop. Great expectations. So, how do you like Argentina?
Like everywhere else. Full of Americans.
First stop on the tour is the production floor, where our prize-winning Malbec grapes are processed. We insist on steaming every grape by hand, which means that during harvest season, the grapes do tend to pile up. Luckily, we have plenty of storage space. Our equipment is state-of-the-art, including an industrial-sized freezer unit, and last but not least, our trusty grape crusher.
Interesting. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Black?
Follow me, please.
Are you a wine man, Black? Somehow you don't seem the type.
Oh, I believe Mr. Black here is something of a jack of all trades. Isn't that so?
I dabble.
I see. I just thought Yates might be sending a message. My mistake.
So, have any of you been to a vineyard before?
Only on business.
Next on our tour is the fermentation atrium, where the wine goes through its primary stage of fermentation. In these big open tanks, yeast converts the sugars in the wine to alcohol, in a process that lasts between 5 and 15 days. This is also where we squeeze the mass into a fine juice using our grape presser before the longer secondary stage of fermentation.
Fascinating.
Now, before we move on,
I have a question. Perhaps we can take a closer look.
Certainly. Lead the way.
What can you tell me about this device? Grape presser, was it?
That is correct, senor. After primary fermentation, the mass is pressed through a fine filter, leaving only the flesh and skins behind. I should add, the grape stomping, the iconic practice of crushing grapes with your bare feet, is historically rare and mostly a tourist gimmick. But you are most welcome to try. Imagine you're a grape.
Thanks. I'll pass.
Oh, go on. I'll take a picture of the three of you.
Oh, come on, Tamara. When in Rome.
Fine.
Say queso.
May I see that, Mr. Vargas? I believe I blinked.
So, this is what the little guy feels like.
Nope, all good. Looks like one for the mantle.
Any further questions? Ask away.
I got all I need.
Are you enjoying yourself, Mr. Black?
Oh, it's all very inspiring.
Winemaking is a grand pursuit. Sure, everyone talks about craft beer these days. You can make a decent IPA in your pantry. It is festive. No, this, my friends, this is true grandeur. Excelente. So let's continue to the barrel room, if you'll follow me.
Hey, yo, partner. Hey, yo, what are we dating or something? Step off, fool.
And so we arrive to our final stop, the barrel room. This is where we store the wine during the secondary stage of fermentation. The area behind the glass is where we keep our most precious bottles, including a 1945 Grand Paladin, the most expensive wine in existence. The access doors, which are made from ballistic glass, can only be unlocked from the security room high above our heads.
Remarkable.
Ah, here comes Senor Yates now. I shall leave you in his capable hands.
How reassuring.
Ah, Miss Burnwood, is it not? Don Yates, pleased to meet you. You come very highly recommended. As Chief of the Heralds, let me be the first to say welcome aboard.
Why, thank you, Mr. Yates. Rest assured that I will be following your every lead very closely.
Say, that reminds me. We're about to have a little Herald get-together up at the house. Just a modest toast to celebrate my forthcoming inauguration as Constant. You are, of course, most welcome to join us. I believe you shall make a fine Herald, once the training wheels are off.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Capital. Right this way, into the lion's den. Why don't you take a break, Corvo? We're done here for now, I think. Oh, but don't go too far. I may still need your services later.
I'll be closer than you think.
Oh, almost forgot. Cortazar, please nip down to the wine cellar and tell Mr. Flowers, the sommelier, to prep the 1945 Grand Paladin and bring it up to the house for our special occasion.
Got it, Chief.
Hey, you! Where do you think you're going? Definitely not here. Get out of my face.
Flowers. Mr. Yates wants the 1945 Grand Paladin brought up to the house. Special occasion.
What? Did aliens land on the front lawn? Have the ghosts of Jesus, John Lennon, and Eva Perón unexpectedly come for dinner? Help me out here. What could possibly be so special?
Above your clearance, Flowers. Just fetch it
A
already.
meeting in the root cellar. And judging...
Fine. What's the passcode again?
Last year of World War II. If you have to look it up, shame on you.
We're talking knee deep. The whole place looked like a horror flick. Of course, Yates came down and told the boss sod in charge of the tank's a new one.
You'd think there was some kind of plan they think very warning.
I saw those stunning pictures of the fresco you commissioned for your son's nursery. Gorgeous. I'd love to have something similar done. Would you be able to forward me the artist's contact?
These fermentation tanks are
PTSD, huh? You buy it?
It's not unreasonable.
What do you want from me? You know, I'm gonna cut you some slack because of the baby, but you might want to work on that attitude.
I'm sorry. It's just...
Yeah. We've all been there.
Why is that?
Because last time the damn thing malfunctioned. The fermentation tanks. It's ready to get you in the bomb.
Sounds pretty, over the top. Get it? Stop.
Temperature and humidity in the barrel is all controlled by the ventilation system. Thank you. Wonder what that was.
This is so annoying. Well, I'm getting there.
¿Qué hubo, pues? don't know. Probably keep something weird inside.
Weird? Like how?
All my clients have kept something weird in their safe, especially when it's a basement safe. Basement safes are where you can keep your stuff.
I see.
Hey, you're always trying to guess the password. Come on. You're the first one to know they were married. But this Yates don't that simple. There's only one way to find out.
Looking good today, sir.
Unstoppable. Because we stand united. My friends, loyalty is everything. Which is
That worked!
Yo.
What? I was worried sick. I don't think I've ever seen something.
47.
It's done. Now what?
Now, we strike at the heart.
Edwards. You know how to find him, don't you?
Why, Edwards finds you, 47. He is untraceable, and he never lets you forget it. He is cocky, and that will be his downfall.
What's the plan?
Too many eyes. Meet me at the olive grove at sunset. One last tango, 47.